careful, guys, because I was watching this TikTok video and the girl was like, be very careful because there's people that are very nosy and they pay attention to every little thing that you're doing and you don't even know it. Or they're just wanting to know every little thing to the point where they get obsessed. And I'm saying this because today I went to an appointment and I had to say my name. And you know how you go into a place, you have to go and you have to sign in and they ask you what's your name. And you know, it's like people, they know it's people going to be sitting in the lobby hearing you say your name. So as I proceeded to sit down from signing in, this guy was sitting right at the window, older guy, probably older than me. And he was with maybe a little younger, a tween or something, female child. And so he started talking to me, like asking me, like, well, where might you be from? You know what I'm saying? So I was like, I kind of was taken aback with the way he was pronouncing, how he was talking, and just for him just asking, where am I from? And then I was like, excuse me? And I said, well, I told him I was from a certain place. And then I said, no, I'm just kidding, but I was for real. And then I said, well, I'm from here. I was born in America. I'm indigenous to the Americas, like that. He's like, no, because you said your last name, and that's my last name. And I was like, oh. And he was like, yeah. I said, well, I said, I don't think we're some kin. I said, because, you know, I went on into another spiel, but I was like, we're not some kin because, you know, I have, you know, family all or whatever, but I went rambling and stuff, right? So I won't get into that because I'm sure it's it was people who was listening to this conversation too there. So I was just telling him, like, I'm from the Americas. I'm an indigenous woman from the Americas, like that. Because, see, I was trying to keep myself from, you know, like, feeding into the conversation with him because I was over it because he was asking me, talking about my last name, and I'm like, we're not kin to each other, you know what I'm saying? And I'm just saying, I was just going into some other stuff, but I was like, no, because I don't have anybody I'm some kin to around here, all right? And first of all, I started thinking, like, why are you here? And as soon as I was not feeding into what he was saying, he went out the door, left the child sitting there. And so the child was shaking her head, and then she just went on into the restroom. And I'm like, did he even have an appointment? And what is going on with this situation? So I just started, and then I'm listening to people laughing all in the place. And I'm like, how would he even know that I'm here? And what is this all about? See, these are the questions you have to ask yourself. Like, is this some kind of simulation? Was he meant to be sitting there waiting for me to arrive? You get what I'm saying? To ask me where I'm from? Like, who sent this person? This is the stuff that runs through my mind. I'm telling you guys, like, sometimes you can't denounce what your discernment is because your discernment and your intuition is from God, and it may be telling you something that this is a sign, a caution to look out for or to pay attention to, okay? So I'm just telling you guys, like, pay attention to the signs. I haven't been really on that topic lately, but pay attention to the signs. Like, these people will jump out of realms either to stop you, be overly observant and nosy. But all today I was seeing people jumping out of realms, watching my every move I was making. Some good, some I don't know for sure. Some was just irritating my spirit, and some even came when I was in the middle of an emotional little, cry or whatever. You get what I'm saying? So, God, Lord, it's something way bigger than what I can imagine. I'm talking about in a spiritual way. Like, what is the problem? What is going on? Like, who is sent to stop you before you get started? Okay? That's how I'm thinking. Like, is someone sent to stop me before I get started? Stop me from my healing, stop me from my progression. And then you have to just think of it as a spiritual message. The devil is always trying to seek who he may devour. And you see, I wasn't feeding into what this man was saying, and he left and just went on out the door with his phone. So you get what I'm saying, guys? You got to pay attention to the signs. Now, I don't know if he had an appointment or not, because once I went in behind the doors, I don't know if he was called or not, or he could have been waiting for someone. But the point is, he didn't say, hello, ma'am. He didn't say, oh, you look pretty in this pretty dress. I was getting compliments all today in my little red dress. So this is what I'm saying. Pay attention to some of this stuff that be going on, because some of this stuff is orchestrated by the devil. So just pay attention. Peace and blessings, y'all.